The Disney firings have started. Bob Iger called his shot, and now he's unfortunately pulling the trigger because he doesn't have enough money for the company to not keep more of it for themselves. Today on Barely Informed News. Unfortunately, less feel-good story. Disney's firing a bunch of people, like everybody fucking else. Disney CEO Bob Iger on Monday said his company will begin laying off staff starting this week, the first of 3 rounds of expected cuts following his announcement in February that the company would axe 7,000 jobs. I guess they at least called their shot. They didn't have to find out from Wario64. The cuts to Disney's global workforce are part of a multi-billion-dollar cost-cutting initiative instituted by every business, it turns out. It's almost like they're just tightening the noose around workers' necks to force them all back to work. In a memo to staff obtained by CNN, Iger said the layoffs would come in 3 waves. You know, like a wave pool. A really fun wave pool, but for firings. The first round will begin this week. Is he just trying to... Honestly, now I'm wondering if it's better to just get the Band-Aid ripped off. If they had been like, when G4 went down, if they were like, so, it's over, but 3 waves. That is actually kind of what they did. They just didn't tell us about it. A second larger round of layoffs will take place in April, Iger said, with several thousand staffers let go. So get ready. April Fools. It's not happening. Just kidding, it is. A third round of layoffs will then occur before the beginning of the summer. He's just fucking torturing his employees over 6 months. Look, it's not a competition. But in about 2 months, we're going to begin firing whoever's worst. I mean, I guess you could prove yourself to me between now and then by working nonstop and then getting fired anyway because it was just all of a line item issue, and if you were above a certain pay grade, you got fired. Disney DIS has about 220,000 workers. Approximately 166,000 were employed in the United States. A cut of 7,000 jobs represents 3% of its global workforce. Really fucking with people. I don't know what the right way to fire people is, but making them wait for 6 months does seem a little vindictive. Like, I mean, obviously keep them employed for as long as you can. I suspect they could keep them all employed if they wanted to. Disney is not exactly hard up for money as far as I know. Help make Disney great, lay off buttload of employees, step 3 profit, yeah. In tough moments, we must always do what is required to ensure Disney can continue delivering exceptional entertainment to audiences and guests around the world, now and long into the future. And 7,000 of you are really fucking it up for us. I've been nice, but now me, Bob Iger, I'm saying, fuck you. You fucked it up for me. I'm trying to make this place cool, and you're killing the vibe. Did he release any video comment?
The Walt Disney Company has officially issued a statement on the firing of Bob Chapek. In case you missed...
Oh, that's the last guy. I don't care about Bob Chapek. Fire Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. I love the idea that these fucking CEOs are what's driving the success or failure of Disney. These fucking button pushers, when it's 1,000% the thousands of actual on-the-ground employees and like several people that probably work, you know, a couple layers under Bob Iger that actually make the creative decisions that influence the park. And then these fucking assholes come in with what they call top-line decisions that they claim basically steer the entire course of the company, which at this point is such a brand name that you'd have to actively try to fuck it up, I feel like, not to make money. But he comes in and makes the most basic capitalistic managing decision you can make, which is just to fucking fire people so your profits go up, and then he's going to claim that he's doing a good job. I know a lot of people like Bob Iger maybe more than the last guy, but I do feel like there's a weird cult of personality around some of these Disney CEOs that, like, they are highly which they are. They can fuck the company up if they want to. But, like, these places are so big, and these guys have such a outside share of the credit for, like, the success of a place like Disney. I find it kind of gross. I kind of want to see if maybe there's an email. Bob Iger layoff statement. I want to see, like, the full statement. We'll get some emotional music going for this. Dear fellow employees, as I shared with you in February, we have made the difficult decision to reduce overall workforce by approximately 7,000 jobs as part of a strategic realignment of the company, including important cost-saving measuring necessary for creating a more effective, coordinated, streamlined approach to our business. Over the past few months, senior leaders have been working closely with HR to assess their operational needs, and I want to give you an update on those efforts. This week, we begin notifying employees whose positions are impacted by the company's workforce reductions, leaders will be communicating the news directly to the first group of impacted employees over the next 4 days. A second, larger round of layoffs, I lost my place, will happen in April with several thousand more staff reductions. The difficult reality of many colleagues and friends leaving Disney is not something we take lightly. It's just difficult to write. This company has the most talented and dedicated employees in the world that I have to fire. And so many of you bring a lifelong passion for Disney to your work here. That's part of what makes working at Disney so special. Don't you feel bad that I'm gonna have to fire you? Me too. It also makes it all the more difficult to say goodbye to the wonderful people who we care about so much that I'm gonna have to fire you. I wanna offer my sincere thanks and appreciation. Namaste. Every departing employee for your numerous contributions. You were the best. Get the fuck out of here. To your devotion to this beloved company. Again, please leave. I ask for your continued understanding and collaboration during this time. And the best way you could collaborate again is you're fired, leave. In tough moments, we must always do what is required to ensure Disney can continue delivering exceptional entertainment, the best, and such fun stuff that you can watch. No employee discounts, you're out of here. To audiences and guests around the world, now and long into the future, please know that our HR partners and leaders are committed to creating and supporting a smooth process every step of the way. And the smoothest step is gonna be off the fucking ledge. You're fired, leave. I wanna thank each of you again for all your remaining achievements here at the Walt Disney Company. Those achievements, though, are over. You're fucking fired. Get out of here. You're fucking done. Sincerely, I love you all. You're fucking fired, Bob. I don't think he could have actually said it any better. I mean, his job is hard too. People don't give Bob enough credit that his job is hard too. He had to write that. He did have ChatGPT write that. Actually, that's a great question for ChatGPT. Let's see how close it is.
Please write a sincere and regretful memo to all Disney employees from Bob Iger. He unfortunately is letting them know that he's going to have to fire 7,000 employees in 3 waves.
I'm writing the heavy heart as I must share some difficult news that will affect our company and make our many of our cherished colleagues. Over the past several months, we have faced unprecedented challenges. Okay, this is very similar. It's honestly too boring to read the whole thing. After exhausting all possible alternatives, we made the painful decision to reduce our workforce by approximately 7,000 employees. This will occur in 3 waves over the next 3 months, with each wave impacting more employees than the previous. I want to emphasize that that decision was not made lightly, and it is with great regret that we must take this action. So, honestly, this one's a little longer. The ChatGPT is putting a little more thought into it than Bob Iger did. But hey, he's busy. We understand this impact that this will have on our employees and their families. We are committed to providing support and assistance throughout this process. He didn't include that. Sorry, chat. You're taking a little bit of license there. No promises were made about that. We will be working closely with our human resource teams to offer assistance in job placement, career counseling, and financial planning resources. I mean, the main thing this one is saying that the other one didn't is, we're going to support you in your transitional process of being fucking fired. You know what would have made this better? I haven't done this in a minute. And I'll have to take the delay off of my stream if I do it. Great. Can you please turn that letter into a rap song, but include all the same essential information? Start that shit. Turn up my headphones. Headphones impossibly loud. Turn that beat up for the crowd. They need this shit maxed out. They gotta get this Bob Iger work. Let's do this. This is not easy. I hate to do this rap for you. Go listen up, Disney fam. I got some news. It's Bob Iger here, and I'm feeling the blues. I wish I didn't have to say, but the one thing I'll say is we're facing some hard times. It's a dark day. Okay? We gotta let go, 7,000 strong in 3 waves is tough, but we gotta move on, each wave bigger. I know it's a blow, but it's for the future, and I just want you to know. Disney family, we gotta stay tight, support one another through this darkest night. We had some good times, but now it's time to fight for our dreams. Our passions make it right, okay? Our passions make it right. It's not easy, but we make it right. We tried everything, cost-saving measures, look for new ways. Others keep our damn treasures, but the storm's too strong. We can't sit through this painful decision. It's what we gotta do, and be there for you. Job placement and all, career counseling, financial standing tall, severance package,
world of wonder, busting at the seams. For those who remain, show your love and support. For colleagues in need, don't let them feel short. We'll rise again, stronger than before. Disney's heart and sword, you know what was roar. The Disney family, we gotta stay tight. Support one another through the darkest night. We had some good times, but now it's time to fight for our dreams, our passions. We making it right. So Bob Iger, signing off with this song. No, I hate bringing bad news all along, but the strength of Disney is you and me. Together, we will make history, and that's that.
I think if he just used ChatGPT to its fullest and had it write him a rap, no one would be mad at him.